Hi everyone, in this WondrBolts components video, we're going to explore how to make a hinge. And there's going to be three different ways that we're going to look at it. One of the ways we're going to use cardboard to be the hinge. And the other two ways we're going to use some of our straps here. So what I've got with me here is our scoring tool, the hole punch tool and the palm stop, as well as some straps and some WondrBolts and some nuts. So we're going to start with the method that uses cardboard as the hinge. So we're going to actually turn this piece of cardboard into a hinge. So the best way to do that is first to fold it. Now to make sure that we're folding straight, we're going to use the scoring tool and score a line like this. Now we know that the cardboard will fold straight. The next thing we're going to do is punch 4 holes to make the 4 holes for the WondrBolts to connect to the other pieces of cardboard. So I'm going to use my palm stop here just to prevent from damaging the table. And actually, probably is a good idea to make some marks where you want to put these holes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we have our hinge. Next, we're going to connect this hinge to 2 pieces of cardboard. So let's grab, for example, this piece here and this piece here. So essentially what we want to do is connect these 2 pieces of cardboard together with a hinge in the middle to make them movable. You can imagine, for example, this side might be the door frame of a fort you've built and this side might be the door. Right? So this is how you might do this. So we're going to place the hinge where we want it, and we're going to use pencil to mark where the bolts will go. Next, we're going to make holes in these pieces as well. And there we go. Now we can connect them together. And put the nuts on. And there you have it. A cardboard hinge connecting 2 pieces of cardboard together. So something like this can be used for a door or a drawbridge or really anything that requires a hinge. The next method we're going to explore is using some WondrBolt straps. So we'll use these 2-hole straps here. So we'll connect, for example, these 2 pieces of cardboard together using the straps. Let's place the cardboard together, place the straps where we want them. And then mark the holes. Go. We're going to connect this strap here. Same thing on the other side. And we'll do the same over here. There you have it, another type of hinge. This one's a little bit different though. You can see that the pieces separate a bit as they open. You'll also notice that it is movable a bit in this direction. So this may or may not be a good thing. It really depends on what you're trying to build. But essentially, in the end, it does serve as a hinge-like mechanism. Next, we're going to look at an X-shaped hinge using the 3-hole straps. So the way this one works And say we want to hinge these two pieces of cardboard together. We would place these in an X shape. There we go. And then I would hold down the center and draw the holes so we know where the straps go. Now let's go ahead and make those holes. Now the interesting thing about this hinge is that since you've got a hole in the center as well, before you place the hinge in, you can put one bolt in this direction. And that's really only if you want to. But what that gives you is an additional point of connection for this hinge. So let me finish up putting all the bolts in, you'll see what I mean. There you go, so we still have a hinge, but one of the differences now is that we can now use this to connect to something else. So that's one thing you can do. And this central bolt can be placed in a number of directions, in different directions. It can go in this way, but it can also go in that way. Alright, so in case you need to connect this to something else, you could. So each of the different ways of building hinges has different strengths and weaknesses. For example, the cardboard hinge over here is a straightforward, very solid hinge that doesn't turn. It's a very, very solid type of hinge you can use for a door or a drawbridge. This one with the two straps, also a solid hinge, but a little more flexible in terms of how these two pieces line up. And it does give you a bit of movement in this direction as well. So if you're building something that required a little bit of movement as well as a hinging movement, this might be a good way of doing it. And lastly, if your hinge requires an additional piece to connect to something else, an additional bolt, where for example you got two doors side by side connected to a frame. This allows you to open one door this way, another door this way, all the while this is connected to another frame. So these are all different ways in which you can build these hinge components. So there you have it, 3 different ways of making hinges with WondrBolts. If you find these videos useful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified whenever I post a new video. Remember also to post videos or pictures of your creations on our Instagram or Facebook page for the chance to win some great prizes. Thanks everyone, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to be building with WondrBolts.